To celebrate 25 years of EURES, we searched all over Europe for success stories and achievements that have benefited job seekers, workers, employers, and the EURES network over the last quarter of a century. The story you're about to hear features in a collection of EURES 25 podcasts, so make sure you check out the rest of them on the EURES portal.
Hello, everyone. I'm Jerry. I'm the EURES News and Information Manager. I'm also your host for a series of podcasts. These podcasts present interesting stories on how the EURES network helps job seekers and employers throughout Europe. For this first podcast, we're traveling to Slovenia to meet Nastja, Teja, and Clément. And what exactly has brought the three of them together? It was a Seize the Summer with EURES 2018 online event that gathered tourism and food industry employers from Croatia, Portugal, Slovenia, Spain, France, Italy, Greece, Malta, and Cyprus. Job seekers participated from all EU and European Economic Area countries, especially German-speaking and Nordic countries. Welcome, everyone, and thank you for sharing your story with us. I think I'll start with you, Nastja. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, hello first to everyone. My name is Nastja and I'm EURES Adviser from Slovenia. Thank you for the opportunity to share our story. This was actually my first experience co-organizing an online recruitment event. It was a multi-country, exclusively online event with 9 Mediterranean countries cooperating. Among them were the 4 organizing countries: Portugal, Spain, Croatia, and Slovenia. And there was one contact person from each country responsible for communicating with others in the so-called organizing event team. I personally coordinated the activities for Slovenia. From an organization point of view, the main activities started a couple of months before the event itself, and the dynamics of communication on a national and international level were very intensive during the preparation phase. It was challenging to collaborate with so many countries. There were many state of play meetings. The timeline was crucial. We had to collect materials, upload them, take care of promotion through different channels, and communicate with the internal and external actors involved in the process. A lot of cooperation was needed between countries, such as joint online meetings, which were not always easy because of the time differences, technical issues, and so on and so on. If you think about the European labor market is massive, and organizing on-site events can be quite difficult compared to online ones. They have many things in common, but there is a major difference. With an online event, if something goes wrong from a technical perspective, the whole event might go wrong too. Therefore, I think the technical part was the most challenging, especially on the day of the event. And for the audience, everything starts when the web page is launched and they register. The collaboration between employers and job seekers can begin when the job vacancies are uploaded to the web page and job seekers start applying for different jobs, booking a time slot for a job interview on the day of the event, etc. And all this can be done before the event.
Thank you for sharing your experience with us. What did the Slovenian EURES team do to attract more employers to the event?
Well, EURES Slovenia was very well organized. We had 2 teams working together, one for employers and one for job seekers. We also collaborated with the Public Employment Service of Slovenia. And because Slovenian employers aren't very familiar with the concept of international recruitment, we tried to communicate with them in person to explain how the platform works, what the benefits are to having a recruitment event virtually, for example, like saving travel costs, saving time, increased visibility, accessibility, and audience reach. We provided them complete technical guidance during the whole process and gave them all the necessary information. Actually, there is relatively little effort involved for companies compared to the possible outcome, and this is why I'm so convinced that the European online job day platform is a great virtual environment where job seekers who are looking for job opportunities in other European countries can connect with employers without any additional costs or logistical issues. The same goes for employers. And the combination of live components on the day of the event, such as live streaming, chats, interviews, and live audience, make it really interactive, targeted, and personal.
Thank you, Nastja. And this is where you come in now, Teja. Can you tell us a little bit about yourself and your company?
Yes, hello to everyone and greetings from Slovenia coast too. My name is Teja Stegel and I am an assistant human resources manager in Life Class Hotels and Spa. Life Class is a hotel chain of 4 and 5 stars hotels. Our brand is present also in Croatia. Besides high quality of hotel service, we have one of the biggest European spa center with a lot of wellness experience. So also a lot of opportunities for finding suitable job.
What convinced you that this event could be beneficial for Life Class?
Correct. It was first time Life Class collaborated in this event. Actually, because of this event, we have registered on the EURES portal. As we are international hotel chain, we are very open to foreign workers. This is probably why we received an invitation from the Slovenian Employment Institute to cooperate. We didn't hesitate to take advantage of this opportunity. We see a lot of benefits in such events because our hotel are seasonally adjusted and summer means high season for us. There was no doubt that the summer event suited us. There are several key benefits that are important to mention. For example, having a strong presence in the European labor market. From experience, we have seen that the portal has really global dimensions. Another benefit is to look at European workers in different professions, making that first contact with them, identifying their interests, establishing their goals, and looking at the possibilities of joining to Life Class team. You can also check up on your competition, I mean in a good way, to see who is also involved in such an event from the same sector, with similar work culture, and maybe to look into possible ways to collaborate. Of course, it's also positive advertising for the company. You can really make a good impression with concrete job vacancy notice, with professional and courteous that you are with job seekers, and with presence with all company information in a well-organized manner.
Thanks for telling us about the benefits. How was your experience that day?
It was a refreshing experience. I had some technical problems at the very beginning because I wasn't able to set up a video or voice connection. But then the individual portal chat really saved the day. I kindly asked all participants to chat. In the end, this turned out to be an even better solution. Nowadays, individuals are very relaxed when writing on chat. With a clever way that the portal had set up the chat, it was able to see the real person action. From the comfort of my office, I contacted participants all over the world in one day. I came in contact with different types of people, all seeking or short or long-term work experience abroad. Because they were some very well-known hotel chains present also at the event, it was my turn then to encourage participants and get them excited about working for Life Class.
This is where you met Clément. Clément, like I said at the beginning of our conversation, is a young man from France who found a job with Life Class. What did you do at Life Class? How would you describe your overall experience?
I was first invited for a skill test at one of the hotel restaurants called Hispan Bistro Tapas Bar, and that's where I met the chef, and he was really kind to me and have a great way of working. So I decided to stay, and it was the first time I ever had a such test for a job. It was a really stimulating challenge and a good way to process to me. Then Life Class told me that I'd successfully passed the test and invited me to travel from France to Slovenia. So in May, I started working at the restaurant as a cook, um, and my contract was until January. After the busy season ends, my employer asked me if I like to work at another one of the hotel restaurant, and I progressed from the front kitchen to breakfast and finally cold kitchen. So this experience was really exciting because I never worked for a such big company before, and I gained a lot of different skill and competences. And I also made unforgettable friendships, and I'm really glad for that.
Thank you, Clément. This adventure of yours started in February. Why did you attend the CISA summer event? Had you been to other events before?
It was the first time I participated to such event, and I just wanted to find a job beyond my country's border and to get out of my comfort zone and to see something else. It was the first time I used this platform, so I remember the name was really appealing and really interesting because if I would find a job, it would be obviously in my profession and in the coast, and also in Europe, which is easy to travel. So I would just register on the platform without any expectation, and then I choose what I was looking for. So a temporary job, and I quickly get in touch with Thea.
Great. And what did you think of the support that EURES provided you during this process?
Um, so I think it's provided me a really simple way to find a job, and it's also provided me some to be in touch with several employers. So this gave me a fair chance because employer and job seeker can both choose based on their prospects. So the process was really quick and fair.
And now for a few final words from all our participants. Teja, any words you would like to say to companies all over Europe that don't know where to look for new and qualified employees?
Be open-minded and think outside the box and try to find maybe some other ways to make that first connection with potential candidates. EURES is a good example of how to penetrate the labor market and at the same time to really make a statement as a company.
Clément, any words to those job seekers who are not sure if working abroad is the right path for them?
Oh, yes, sure. It's perfect if you wish to travel. And I already recommended to one of my friends, by the way, and she wants to travel in Spain. So if you don't try, you will never know what you could be missing.
And finally, Nastja, is Seize the Summer 2019 already in the making?
Uh-huh. Well, yes, very likely there will be a season summer 2019. We've just started our correspondence with the last events organizing countries. And we will probably start our activities in a couple of weeks. I'm really looking forward to it because things improve with each event. This was the second edition of Seize the Summer, and we learned some lessons. So I think the third edition will be even better, especially regarding coordination on a European level. We actually hope to communicate via the new extranet that's accessible to all countries.
Great news. And what would you say to your colleagues whose countries are still not involved in it?
To my colleagues, I would say to try it, maybe with a smaller event, not so many countries involved, because the European Online Job Day platform is a really user-friendly tool if you have some basic IT skills. In closing, I have to say that the support given by the European Commission is very valuable. And in the case of Seize the Summer, the EURES colleagues I worked with were real experts.
Thank you, Nastja, Teja, and
Thanks.
Clément for telling us a bit about your EURES experience. Thank you very much.
Thank
Thank
you.
you. Thank you very much.
Don't forget, we have the second part of this podcast coming soon, where we travel to Spain. Thanks for listening, everybody.